Hi YouTube, Shayna here. I am making my 1 week post-op video. I know I haven't made a video in a while. I haven't made one since I left the hospital, or before I left the hospital this past Friday. But today is 1 week since my surgery. I had surgery on May 21st at Mobile Infirmary in Mobile, Alabama with Dr. Smith. Let me go over my numbers quickly. May 11th, I started my 10-day liquid diet. When I started that, I was 262.4, which is also my high weight. I weighed the day before my surgery, and I was, crap, hang on, let me look real quick. Okay, sorry. I weighed the day before my surgery and I was 252.4. So I had lost a total of 10 pounds on my 10-day pre-op liquid diet. Of course, not counting the day before because I weighed that morning. I did not weigh the day of surgery. Sorry, my dog. I did not weigh the day of surgery. I really wish that I would have, but I had so many things going on in my head that I just didn't think about it. So I just have the weight I was the day before, which was the 252.4. This morning, 1 week post-op, I was 242.6. So, from surgery until now, I've lost a total of 9.8 pounds. And from the start of my pre-op diet, I've lost 19.8 pounds. So very, very close to 20 pounds gone. I am happy about that, obviously. I want to lose weight. That's the whole point of this. But I'm struggling with being as excited about it as what I should be, just because I've been feeling very, very sick. I've struggled with whether I wanted to be completely honest on this video of the struggles I've been having, because I don't want to discourage or scare anyone who is pre-op. But what's the point of making these videos if I'm not going to, be honest? So, like I said, I was excited to see that I had lost the weight, but at the same time, I have been struggling with extreme nausea ever since I had the surgery, but even worse since I came home from the hospital. I wake up in the morning extremely nauseated. I mean, just terribly, terribly nauseated, like the worst hangover you could imagine. And I, walk into the living room, sit down. I force myself to drink a sip of water so I can take my nausea medication, which they've changed a couple of times now to try and see if they can find something that will really work the best for me. So that has been really, really hard for me. I've always said I would much rather be in pain, much rather have lots of things wrong with me than be very nauseated, because to me that's the worst. Nothing you do feels good. You can't shower, it doesn't help. You can't lay in the bed, it doesn't help. Nothing helps when you're just that nauseated. So anyway, obviously being that nauseated, I have not been getting in very many calories. I'm lucky if I can get in 3 or 4 ounces of a protein shake for a meal, and then 3 or 4 ounces of some strained cream soup or something. So other than that, I mean, obviously I had the normal amount of pain, but the pain has gotten better. I didn't have to take any pain medication yesterday or today. I obviously still have some discomfort around my belly button because that's where they took my stomach and my gallbladder out of. I had gallstones, so they did take my gallbladder. So obviously I do have some pain and discomfort around my belly button, but as far as just terrible pain that you have like the day after surgery, you know, it's a lot better. The pain has really subsided a lot. So I am happy about that. I'm able to move around more. I can get up off the couch and out of the bed without someone helping me. So really right now all I'm really struggling with is the nausea. And I have yet to get in 64 ounces of water in a day. At the most I get in about 45 ounces, which is good for me right now. But I did have a checkup with my surgeon today, and she said that I'm not dehydrated. They sent me for a test to make sure I didn't have any blood clots in my legs, because I've been having a couple symptoms of the blood clots, which they're very, very cautious of. And they did an ultrasound on my legs and everything looked good. I don't have any blood clots, so I was very, very excited about that. I'm trying to think what else. You know, I'm doing better today, but for a few days I was feeling very frustrated and disappointed because I was kind of led to believe that after surgery I wouldn't have any more cravings as far as wanting to crave fried chicken, Mexican food, you know, all the foods I ate that got me to where I am or where I was. And I was very, very upset. My dog is literally trying to find every squeaky toy she has in this house right now to squeak. I was very upset when I started finding myself craving all those bad fatty foods, because I really thought that after surgery I wouldn't crave those foods anymore, that I would just be okay with having liquids for 2 weeks, and then okay with having purees, and then okay, you know, just okay with whatever I could have, that my appetite wouldn't be the same. And unfortunately it still is. I'm still craving fried chicken, Mexican food, pizza, you know, all the foods that are really fatty and bad. So I've just been not only have I had all the nausea that I've been struggling with, but really, sorry, we have some bad weather here right now. Really, alongside the nausea, I'm struggling a lot mentally with the mental side of it, as far as the cravings that I still have. Because when I have such strong cravings for foods that I cannot have, not only is it bad for me, but being a week out from surgery, if I were to eat any of those foods, it could be really, really, really bad. So it's not even like I have the option. It's not even a choice. It's just I can't have it. It's off limits. And the best way I've been able to describe the feeling is that I am stuck inside this body. Like, I have these cravings. I have, you know, this appetite for food, and I'm in this body that can't eat. So needless to say, that's been very frustrating, and I'm dealing with some anxiety and some depression because of that. But I was talking to one of my friends last night, and she really gave me some words of encouragement. She hasn't had weight loss surgery. She's not overweight. But everyone, struggles with craving food that they know they can't have, and she was just telling me to just keep in mind that when you eat something, if, fried chicken or whatever it is, it's just a temporary fix. And as soon as you're done eating it, that's it. And a lot of the time you don't feel good afterwards because it is so bad for you. So it's not worth what it's going to do to my body. And then I also remembered the letter that I had written to food that I read to you guys the night before my surgery, because I haven't even thought about it since then. I've just been in this, recovery stage. And then when I remembered about the letter, then I remembered all the things I wrote in the letter, and all of the reasons why I had this surgery to begin with, and the fact that a big part of why I had this surgery was not only to lose weight and to be healthy and all that, but also to be able to say that food no longer has the power over me. And right now, I cannot tell you that food no longer has a power over me, but I can say that I am in the process of getting there. And there she goes again. I'm making a video, Chloe. Go play. I can say that right now, I think I'm kind of in a place where the power that food has had over me is kind of fighting back, just if that makes any sense. Unfortunately, me just having surgery and saying, oh, well, this is it, food, you're not going to have power over me anymore. Just like anything else in life, it's not that easy. For me, at least, it hasn't been that easy. I'm fighting with it right now, but I know that I'm going to get through it. And once I get through this time, this season, however long it takes, I still know wholeheartedly that I will be able to say in the future that food does not have a power over me. And right now I think I'm in a war against the food addiction and just my old habits, and when I had any emotional turmoil going on, food was the thing I turned to, and now it's gone. But I am in the process of making an appointment with a psychiatrist who lives, his office is close to my house, my apartment. Just so he's very familiar with the whole weight loss surgery community, so he's kind of dealt with this a lot, and I think it's going to be really good and really helpful for me to go and sit down with him and explain, these thoughts and these feelings that I'm having, and maybe get some word of advice, for someone who has been through this with people before. And it'll also be really good for me to know that I'm not the only one, I'm part of some support groups on Facebook and obviously this YouTube community, and I appreciate it and I love it, and it has been helpful, but I kind of feel like it seems like I'm the only one who's having this mental struggle post, very shortly after surgery, of still wanting the same foods. That even going through surgery, I'm still craving all the things I used to eat, and the cravings sometimes are so strong. I just feel like I would do anything to be able to eat whatever it is I'm craving at the moment. And I know that's not good, and I know that's not how where I should be mentally at this point, and that is why I'm going to be going and seeing someone about this. But other than that, and other than the nausea, I am doing good. Just like I said, not dehydrated, don't have any blood clots, I don't think I'm anemic, you know, but it has been really hard, and I'm in the middle of it being really hard right now, and I'm just trusting that it's going to get easier, and I think it's going to be a lot easier for me when I get to the place where I can eat real food, because then I'll actually be able to bite into something and chew it and swallow it like a normal person instead of drinking everything. I mean, if I have to drink any more soup or broth or protein shakes, it makes me feel like I'm going to go crazy. But I don't have any option right now, and I am willing to do this because I still want to end up in a place where I'm healthy. I'm at a healthy weight, so I feel good and I look good, and that just like I said, that I can say that food has no power over me and I am in control. My stomach will not be in control. I will be in control. And so I still want all of those things, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I haven't thought a couple times since surgery, I wish I wouldn't have done this. Because there have been a few times that I've just been feeling so sick, that my cravings are so strong, and I'm just feeling so tired of how I feel, that I have thought, you know, I wish I wouldn't have done this. I take it back. But I know that I still know that this was the best choice for me, for my health and my well-being in the future. Right now, it's hard. Right now, it sucks. But I know that if you come back and ask me in a couple months, 6 months, a year, I will probably say this was the best thing I've ever done for myself, and that I would never take it back, that I would never change it for anything. So I hope that I have not discouraged anyone or made anyone who's pre-op nervous. That was not the point of this. I just want to be honest, and I want to make a record of how I'm feeling, so that when I am feeling really good and I have lost all my weight and everything's so great, I can look back and say, yeah, it was really hard for a while, but I made it through. So I am excited that I've lost almost 20 pounds, but now you might understand why I say I'm happy I've lost the weight, but with everything that's going on mentally and physically with the nausea and just feeling weak and just not good, it's kind of like I'm happy I lost it, but I feel like I'm paying a huge price to have lost that weight. And I know that's going to change in the future. I'm going to be so excited every time I lose weight because I'm going to be feeling good. I'm going to be energetic. I'm going to be able to eat food again. This is just where I'm at right now, and I just wanted to be honest about it. So anyway, I'm going to make a video every Wednesday, I think. So I will be seeing you guys in a week. I hope you're all doing good. Thanks. Bye.